Alright, today we are going to be talking about volume of a sphere. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to build off what we did last week with area with circumference. So when we're talking about volume, we're looking at what is inside the actual shape. So let's talk about what is inside. Well, first let's talk about what a sphere is. So examples of spheres, if you guys do not remember, we're talking about a 3D ball. So we're talking about a baseball. We're talking about a basketball. We're talking about what is inside. We're talking about, let's say, a volleyball. If we were all here, I would have an actual example for you of what a sphere would look like. You know, your old-fashioned globes. I might be aging myself here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about how much stuff there is on the inside. If I were to stuff a basketball full of Skittles, how much space would I have on the inside? That's what a volume is. So in order to find the actual volume itself, we're going to be looking at this equation right here. Now, do not worry about, let me try that again. Wow. Do not worry about having to memorize this. And I'm going to tell you what. It's always going to be given to you. Again, we're trying to ease everybody's stress levels. This will be given to you. So all you have to do is actually apply it. So let's try this again. This is the equation that I do not want you to memorize, but I do want you to be able to know how to use. So we have 4 over 3 times, and again, if I don't see anything right here, it's going to be multiplying pi times r to the third power. That r, if you remember, is our radius. So again, let's actually use this. So we're going to use this one in a couple of ways. What we're going to do here is we're going to look at this example right here. This very well drawn out example of a sphere. My red line right here is going to represent the radius. Remember, the difference between radius and the diameter. Diameter would mean I would have 2 of these lines. It would be extending over here. I don't have that. I'm only given the radius. That's okay. So what we're going to do here is, that's all we're needed. If I see pi in this case, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply that by 3.14. So volume, 4 over 3 times, I'm going to put this in parentheses, times my radius. My radius in this case is 2. Why do I know that? Well, they gave that to me. 2 to the third power. So I'm going to grab a calculator because I do not want to do this in my head. Absolutely no way, no how. So I know that, and again, this part, you could easily just do this right in your calculator. I'm just going to make this a little bit easier here. So we have 4 over third times 3.14 times 2 to the third power is 8. 8 times 3.14 times, in this case, guys, what I'm going to have you do the 4 over 3 in parentheses. Honestly, put everything in parentheses. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier. So I'm given that this is 33.4933333. I don't want that. I'm going to round it to the nearest hundredth. I'm given this as in centimeters, and because we had 3 right up here, I'm going to include this 3 right here. I'm not worried about this part right here. All I just want you guys to do is to be able to navigate this part right here, alright? This is what I want you guys to be able to do. 5. Same thing. 4 over 3, parentheses, times 3.14 times 5 to the third. If you want to put all this in your calculator, go for it. Otherwise, 4 over 3 times 3.14 times 5 to the third power. I did this in my calculator beforehand. It's 125. In this case, I am given, remember, we want to do 2 after the decimal. So basically what this means right here is that if this sphere right here had a radius of 5, so I'm going to take out this r, I'm going to put 5. Guys, do not need to do this on your own. That means that I have over 500 centimeters, cubic centimeters, of Skittles to be able to put into this sphere. Does that seem like a whole lot? I genuinely don't know. So what we're going to do is, this was an example I took straight off the IXL. I'm not going to make you guys do those IXLs this week. That'd be asking for a whole awful lot. What I am going to do though is we are going to do this example together. So same thing as before, we need to find out what our volume is. First thing, 4 over 3 times, again parentheses, 3.14 times our radius. In this case, our radius is given to us as 7 to the third. If you guys want to already and you're feeling gutsy for it, put all this in your calculator. Again, use those parentheses, and you should be able to get your answer right then and there. 4 over 3 times 3.14 times 7 to the third, and those parentheses. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but this is what I got. 0, 2, 6, 6, 6, 7. That's a big number. Let's bring this down. 0.02. Well, if you guys remember about rounding, 2 makes this into a, the 6 turns this 2 into a 3. We were given this in inches in this case, cubed. Again, I'm not worried about the inches cubed part. I am more adamant that you guys are getting this process down. Again, if you have any questions, if you're genuinely stuck in this, comment in the last question that you are confused. Believe me, we have plenty of time. I just want you guys to be able to understand this, and B, times are tough right now. I want to make it easier for you by easing that stress level. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, send me a private comment, just let me know, alright? I am here to help.